Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new video, and today we are back on FX Racer because I have been told there is a brand new update with 2 new circuits in the game. So I'm very excited to give them a try, especially Bathurst, because it should be a track that I'm allowed to drive, but wow. So in today's video, we're going to be going around Miami, and I do apologize if I do sound a bit off. I do have a bit of a sore throat right now, which is definitely optimal for driving. As we get underway here in Miami, we're going to absolutely send one down the inside into turn 1, as the AI do brake quite early, and it's been quite a good start. As the AI have gone off the track, you'll notice that they actually all slowed down there, and as I get a bit of a tag there as well from Ankit Roy, but we do move on up into 3rd place before I realise I have no idea how to drive this track and get absolutely destroyed on the straight, which may or may not be a recurring issue in this video. But anyway, we skipped to the end of the Grand Prix. Dundee could not overtake me, and I did end up getting a penalty. However, I did finish P5, mainly because, interestingly, the AI were also corner cutting a lot in that race. And that now has me thinking, maybe I do a longer race here and actually see what could happen if the AI corner cut more. If they're able to get a penalty in 3 laps, who knows how many penalties they could get in 10 laps. But anyway, I've got 10 prestige points. How close am I to getting to professional? Nah, 500. 500! Yet we are not getting to professional in the next year or 2. But anyway, let us get into this race around Miami. 10 laps of pure racing, and I've hit the wall. Well, look, I sneezed, okay? My bad. But now we get into the race properly here from P11 on the grid. However, it wouldn't be an FX Racer video if I started P11. We're going to go up to the left-hand side and wait for the whole field to go through and then get underway for this last question mark challenge here in Miami. So going into turn 1, I have a look at Ivo here into turn 1, but he does close the door and go wide anyway, meaning he completely wasted his own time. And I do make a few more overtakes there to get up to P16 already as we exit sector 1. And now next up ahead of me is a kick salvo of Edward here. We're going to try down the inside, but once again he will shut the door on me there and very nearly made contact. But now already we get a warning, and we're not even halfway through lap 1. So it just seems like this will be a very difficult race. And what is that corner cut from Edward? That had to be a warning. If not, the game is gone. But anyway, moving on to lap 2, he did end up going wide at turn 3 anyway, allowing me to get through. Lovely karma there. Next up ahead of me is CJM. I give him a bit of a push there to tell him, why are you slowing down? And we are not going to comment on the following move here. We're not going to comment on that. We get ahead of the V-Carb nice and cleanly, moving up into P15, or P14 should I say. But unfortunately, my straight line speed, even with the DRS, is so bad to the point where I just cannot make any inroads here on the Alpine of Dre. So I've just been sat behind him doing absolutely nothing for 3.5 laps, and now maybe we have the opportunity here at the end of sector 1. Never mind, there's no DRS on this straight, so the Alpine will drive away from me here. As we skip to the end of lap 4, drivers are now coming into the pit lane, so hopefully they'll be doing the 2-stop, which will allow me to stat pad a few positions later on. And talking of stat padding, Dre overtakes Ankit Roy round the outside at turn 1. Ankit Roy on a new set of the medium tyres, and now this is my moment to try and actually make an overtake in this video. So we're all over the Red Bull here and the Alpine. Dre holding him up hugely, which will help me out later down the line, as we're not going to lose too much time now on the straight, given we are still losing time, but we still have a chance maybe to get a move done under braking. Here we go at the left-hander now. They do brake quite early. I get a warning, but it's definitely worth it, as I now pull up alongside Ankit Roy. Can I make the move on the outside? Of course I can. We make a bit of contact and I get a warning. But have you ever seen an overtake like that in FX Racer? I don't think so. We're going to go into the pit lane here, and I've missed the pit box. Oh my god. This is a problem now, because everything we've just done in this Grand Prix is being undone. We go in for new hard tyres, and look how far ahead Dre is. Oh my days. We skip over to lap number 6, and thankfully, we do have a car in front of us, but it is not the Alpine we wanted in front. It is Maria, who went wide at turn 3, and we just casually stroll round the outside. And then we skip all the way to lap 10, because nothing happened in the entire race. Nobody did a 2-stop apart from Maria, who is sat in P20, and everybody is getting to the end on dead tyres. So maybe I can pick up a position or 2, but it's not going to be a top 10 finish. Down the inside of a member, Toto. Shout out to Toto, what a legend. We get ahead of him, and we're up into P14. We could maybe try and sneak into P13 here on the straight, going into the final corner. Thankfully, the tyres are dead, so this will not be a difficult move. We overtake Joshua into P13, and that is pretty much the end of a very depressing last question mark challenge. However, to be fair, this is less about how well I do in the race, and more about how much more realistic the game has become, as now you can't just overtake everyone Max Verstappen style anymore with extreme AI. You actually are going to have to try and fight and claw your way to recover from a bad qualifying. So GG's. Meanwhile, somehow, Kimi got no warnings in that entire Grand Prix. But that is the end of today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content. And do explain to me how CJM didn't get a second penalty, or fourth penalty, should I say, for all the warnings. But I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.
Just say something for other people. Say some stuff for other people. Shine, for golden. They can never break us down.